This VTuber got scammed out of over $4,000 from a popular PC company. This tweet was put out by Miri and the tweet says, "Don't make this common mistake. Here's how I lost 4,000 USD to a gaming PC company and how you can avoid my mistake when shopping for your next PC." Also, wait, I forgot to clarify. Look, I am in Korea right now, and so let's just ignore the background because I am in my Airbnb, but the grind never stops. So we're still filming videos. So yeah, the background is going to keep changing for the next 3 weeks until all the pre-recorded videos are out and all the videos that I film in Korea are out and Japan are out, and then we'll be back in the US. But following down this thread, Miri adds, "Save your money. I calculated my expenses for each PC part, and if I built the PC myself, I could have almost saved 1,000 USD. So they posted a side-by-side with a doc with all of the price information for the parts of their PC, and then more costs of the order summary. So this is the cost of their PC build, with the route package protection, the custom PC. So the subtotal they are calculated for themselves was 2,634 USD. And then the subtotal with the company after a discount is $3,632. They would have saved $998, basically 1,000 USD from building it yourself. Obviously, when it comes to purchasing a custom built PC, besides just getting a custom built PC, getting your parts in it, you're obviously paying for labor costs. I myself have built PCs before, and I've also gotten a custom built PC. And if you are really bad and you fuck it up like I did, it can take you 8 hours to build your custom PC. If you are really good, you can do it really quickly. Like good PC builders can do it in like an hour, even under an hour, depending on like what's in the PC, right? $1,000 for additional labor costs is ridiculous to me. And again, 8 hours was me fucking it up and having to buy a new motherboard because I actually fried mine. The math is not mathing here. Then Miri follows up with, "Never buy a custom PC. Everybody warned me against it after I made this mistake. The main reason other than saving money seems to be pre-built PCs aren't built optimally and the companies will not work with you to fix it. In my case, I'm also refused a refund." So the screenshot says, "To answer your request, we do not offer refunds for custom machines." Caveat, I am not the most familiar with PCs. I've built 2 in my lifetime. I've gotten my hands wet, but I'm not experienced in PC building whatsoever. I would never call myself a pro. From my understanding, there obviously is compatibility issues sometimes when it comes to a custom built PC, because again, like they said, some parts maybe don't work as well together, this, that, and the third. I've actually never ordered a custom PC because I went through like a different method to get my custom built PC from Intel, where I like did a sponsorship with them. So they built it like offhand for me. But if you were to purchase it, I don't think they will allow you to put whatever the you want in the PC. I'm pretty sure there's some sort of compatibility check where it's like, hey, your CPU doesn't match with your motherboard or this, that, and the third, we need to get a different part for you. It shouldn't allow you to purchase whatever the hell you want for your parts without flagging it if there's compatibility issues. That's my guess anyways, because I haven't done it. Then Miri says, "Do not pay for expedited shipping. Do not rush into getting your PC. It should be obvious, but it also wasn't informed there were additional import fees and the PC did not arrive on time after paying over 400 USD for 1-day shipping. Holy crap. Oh my God, my heart hurts reading this." So this is a screenshot. Transaction happened November 14th, 2023, where Missouri paid 445 USD for expedited shipping. It said the last item in your order is out for delivery and the estimated delivery date was November 21st. So they paid on the 14th and the estimated delivery date was a week after they paid, which is a little bit odd to me. I mean, on first glance, maybe benefit of the doubt to the PC company. I'm trying to see both sides here, okay? Maybe it's like they need 6 days to build the PC. So after the PC, like they paid for everything on the 14th, maybe. And then after the PC was done being built, it got shipped on the 20th. Like maybe there's a 6-day build period. I don't know, right? I have more info from Miri that we're going to look into. That's my first glance at this. I was talking with Miri in Twitter DMs as well to get more of their side because kind of hard for me to DM the company and be like, "Hey, so what's this order info and can you give me all the details?" That's definitely not going to cause security issues by any means. That would be my guess. But holy shit, $400 for expedited shipping to then not get it is crazy. Also, here's the other thing too. How did the company not flag custom issues or custom fees, right? Because Miri does not live in the same country as the PC company that they bought the PC from. But from my experience, when I have purchased items from overseas companies, there is some sort of text and warning being like, "Hey, by the way, just letting you know, you might have to pay additional custom fees," letting you know Was there not any text about this? Maybe Miri missed it, and likely the computer company just didn't have it on their website to let you know. Which, if that was the case and the computer site didn't tell you, that's fucked up. Because custom fees, and I've purchased a lot of stuff internationally, can be just a little bit, a couple of cents here and there if you're buying cheap products. But for something as expensive as a computer, your custom fees are going to be insane. So the fact that they wouldn't notify you about that is really scuffed. Miri then says, read the fine print. Read their shipping, warranty, and damage policies. This is especially important for ordering internationally because, again, Miri does not live in the same country as the PC company. It says, redacted will not be responsible for any customs, taxes, or duties. The buyer is responsible for any custom taxes, duties, or other fees collected. It makes sense that they would have this, but I mean, they should have still warned the customer, hey, you're probably going to have to pay custom fees or something, like not just slamming them with the fees without warning, because there's no way they've never shipped internationally before. A screenshot from their page says, redacted warns that the hardware products it sells are free from defects in materials and workmanship. We will cover that later. This warranty does not cover damage due to external causes, including accidents, abuse, misuse, problems with electrical powers, acts of third parties, servicing not authorized by redacted, usage not in accordance to normal use, failure to perform preventive maintenance, blah, 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 blah. This warranty does not cover software, external devices, accessories, or other parts added to a redacted system after the system is shipped from redacted, or accessories or parts that are not installed in the computer's factory, and exceptions to the satisfaction guarantee and 30-day return period. It does not apply to computers purchased directly from a retailer or other third-party sellers. This guarantee only extends to the original purchaser on the billing record. This guarantee does not include shipping, handling, and rush service fees. So they're saying that you can purchase rush service fees, but then if you aren't satisfied because they didn't rush it, they don't have to refund you. It does not extend to open software, additional parts and peripherals, special order merchandise, or any custom-made products. Wait, so you just can't get a refund if you buy a custom PC? I'm trying to see it from the company's point of view because it's looking really bad for the company right now, right? I don't get that no refund policy for a custom PC because then you can build some fucked up shit, send it to your customer, and then just be like, oh, look at the TOS, no refunds. I think that's really scuffed. I don't know if this is commonplace for other custom PC brands. Miri says, look out for red flags. Research, please. I beg. Do your own research. Check Reddit, Trustpilot, Better Business Bureau. Ask friends what they recommend. So if we go on Reddit, these are some screenshots that Miri pulled. Somebody said, looking for opinions on this custom redacted build. A commenter says, for the same price, you can basically get a 3080 pre-built. $3,000 for this build is nothing but a massive ripoff. On another review website, this looks mad familiar. Is this Trustpilot? Says, new PC keeps crashing from day one. Multiple returns via courier. Failed to resolve the issue. I asked for either a refund or credit towards a different model. Redacted refused and returned the faulty unit to me unfixed. Another 1-star review, custom PC crashed from day one. Got my custom PC almost immediately. It was crashing and wouldn't run games. Got in contact and all I was offered was how-to videos and I'm not very computer savvy, so that wasn't much help. No shit. I mean, if you buy a custom built PC, you probably bought it because you didn't want to make it yourself, which is like one of two reasons. Either one, you're lazy, which is a complete mood because me, or two, you don't really know much about computers and you trusted professionals to do it for you and the professionals gave you a middle finger. Like in this case, how is it crashing from day one? Did they not like turn it on to make sure it worked before sending it out? Like, I feel like you should have checked it, you know, at least like a startup or something. Another site, a review from March 26, 2023, ordered a PC from their website January 11th, 2023. Unit did function properly since day one. They, quote, cannot find the problem, end quote. I gave them step-by-step instructions on how to replicate, and they refused to refund or allow me to upgrade to a different unit. Wow, since I suffer from ALS and am housebound, the PC is my primary communication and entertainment tool. Ideally, I'd like a refund or upgrade, and I'll pay the difference so I can get a functioning unit. That is so sad too. So Miri says, recommendations. I don't know enough about tech, but my friends have recommended Newegg, Best Buy, and NZXT. I also hear NZXT's customer service is wonderful. I once had somebody steal my credit card and buy $900 worth of stuff from Newegg, but that wasn't Newegg's fault. At least for me, when I built my PC, I did buy like a couple parts off Newegg. I had chill experiences with it. It was my only time doing it. So then Miri says, I was also pointed to this series that buys pre-builts and calls their customer service, then rates them. And this is from Linus Tech Tips. Miri says, tell me your horror or success stories with PC companies. On one hand, I hope nobody experiences what I did, but on the other, I hope I'm not alone. Also, one more note, I was charged import fees twice to have my PC sent back to me. I haven't streamed for 3+ months, over 100 days now because I didn't have a PC. It was sent back to the company to check on the problem. I have missed out on art commissions, auditions, online hangouts, and even a debut and outfit reveal I had planned. This whole process has been stressful, but I hope to save someone the stress I experienced. To all creators and PC buyers, please like and retweet. Share with somebody who could use this advice. Wow. Okay, allegedly, allegedly people are stating to avoid Newegg. I never had any problems with them, but obviously I only purchased from them once, so maybe I got lucky, right? Again, like what Miri said, do your research. And I'm not trying to imply Miri didn't, right? Like a lot of times when you have a reputable brand, you don't expect them to like screw you over. I was trying to like get more of a timeline on exactly what happened, right? And the reason I found out about this in the first place was Miri actually DM'd this to me. So because I'm on vacation, I opened up my phone, I literally saw it on my timeline, and then my page automatically refreshed and I couldn't find it again. So thankfully Miri DM'd me. I was like, hey, here's this thing. And I was like, that is exactly the thread I was looking for. They gave me some more information. So they provided me this document with a timeline of events. So the company was actually Stoneforge Technology. Oh boys, I thought they had a good rep. But again, I don't really know much about PCs. So here were DMs between Miri and Stoneforge. So this is Stoneforge's timeline of events. Stoneforge says, hello, Miri. I'm reviewing this interaction and this is the timeline that I see. October 31st, 2023, order received. November 16th, 2023, package sent. November 1st, 2023, package delivered. Again, Miri paid for expedited shipping. So there was 5 days between when the package was sent and delivered, which is not the 1 day expedited shipping they were promised. December 11th, $50 refund due to custom delay, $50. But they paid 445 USD for expedited shipping. And it was not expedited. I don't know, just a little bit odd to me. That's a little bit weird. You would pocket like all of the money for it, but February 12th, computer problems begin to occur. Customer expects it's due to RAM. March 12th, an entire month later, RAM returned for diagnostic and warranty due to user diagnostic. March 27th, RAM pass all diagnostic tests with photos. March 31st, customer pays for RAM return shipment. April 1st, RAM sent to customer. April 10th, customer continues to experience BSOD. Oh my God, wait. My old laptop had that issue. It's just cooked. April 15th, warranty return label sent. May 1st, CPU identified as the problem. GPU crack discovered. Informed customer physical damage is not covered under warranty. Asked if the customer would like the computer returned as is. Why is there a GPU crack? That is odd to me. I don't imagine Miri is like, I don't know, using their PC for like boxing practice or something. So how does that happen? May 31st, customer refuses to have PC sent back and is asked for a better resolution. April 1st, insurance claim to shipping company to see if it can be claimed. July 9th, claim escalated to carrier management. Today, awaiting carrier and customer reply. Miri says, hello, what will the timeline help establish? I have things to add and adjust, but I was just curious on how this timeline will be used to aid a resolution. Man, that is a long time without a computer though. It took them 1 month from February to March for them to get the RAM. So that was Stoneforge's timeline. This is Miri's timeline. Miri's timeline is October 31st. They purchased the PC for $3,632.84. They sent screenshots of proof. November 9th, which was 10 days later, initial discussion for expedited shipping. It was agreed to ship the PC out for 1 day shipping and it was shipped November 16th, 2023. So these are complete emails between Stoneforge's support and Miri showcasing the shipping cost. Weird to me. So 3 days is 220. Miri wanted 1 day shipping for 445. Miri agreed. And then November 15th, support says, we have discovered a faulty part and have replaced it. We want to make sure the entire system is good to go. Therefore, we'll do a final test overnight and ship it out tomorrow. Thank you for understanding. So of course, on the 14th, they paid 445 for expedited shipping, and then their PC was shipped 2 days later. So on the 18th, I emailed Stoneforge and did not receive the PC within 1 day. Additionally, I was charged $50 for import fees. This may be obvious to some, but I wasn't told there would be additional fees that I would be responsible for. Again, I have purchased overseas before too, and normally they tell you, I feel like that's not hard to just put into your website. I tried to file a claim with UPS, but it was told it was too soon. I did not receive an email back from Stoneforge and followed up myself. On November 20th, 2023, I figured it out on my own through filing a claim for a lost package. I would not receive my PC until the next day. And I inquired with Stoneforge about getting it refunded since the package was late. Not to mention that I did not receive help or even a response for locating the PC. So the PC got lost. Stoneforge told me that it was UPS and customs fault, so they were not willing to assist. I spoke with a UPS customer service rep who told me that I could not file until the PC arrived. That is such a scuff system. So it's like, okay, if your item is lost, you can't file a claim for your lost item until you get your lost item. Like maybe I'm misunderstanding this. That's what it sounds like to me. And that's like so dumb. So only then did Stoneforge provide documents to assist. So on November 18th, Miri is stating that they received no updates from UPS since paying the additional $50 import fees, and they tried filing a claim. 2 days later, they emailed again being like, I received an update on my order. I filed a claim for a lost package and the resolution only came around 1 p.m. The result was that I will be getting my PC tomorrow. I had originally placed the order through the Stoneforge website, then added 1-day shipping through contact with the support, but now it's going to be 5 days or 3 business days late. And they're asking for kind of like a refund or something. Support says, we shipped it using the 1-day shipping. Unfortunately, we cannot guarantee how quickly UPS or the US Customs operate once the package leaves the warehouse. I feel like that should be disclosed. Hello, Miri says, is there any way to receive support filing a claim for a refund through UPS? I spoke with customer service rep who says I had to wait for the PC to be delivered. Then within 24 hours, the shipper/vendor will have to file a claim with UPS. November 21st, the order was finally delivered past the promised delivery dates. They contacted UPS themselves and told Stoneforge I could not file for the refunds because the vendor must file a claim. I was told on November 21st that Stoneforge would do what they could and keep them updated. So here are some screenshots. Again, this is with Miri, like being extremely proactive and outreaching, and support being very lackluster. December 3rd, I reached out to Stoneforge myself to ask for an update. 2 weeks later, 3 weeks to 2 weeks later. The deadline I mentioned is what I believe UPS had told me to file a claim. Stoneforge mentioned that they had filed with UPS, so they waited. On the next day, the 4th, they mentioned they should have something midweek, but didn't get an update until a week later on December 11th. Miri says that they would like to think this is UPS's fault. However, the $50 credit that they offered me really only covered the import fees. I still took it since at this point, I didn't expect anything more to come out of this. I don't like being fussy since I've worked retail and sales. I was disappointed, but I accepted the outcome at the time because I didn't think it could change at all. More back and forth screenshots between them. So February 11th, 2024 now, so 2 months later, I have been having issues for a while. I mentioned it in my first email to Stoneforge that I've been having issues for the past month. Basically, the problems began in January. I had several blue screen issues. I should have reached out earlier, but we did try several things to see if it would help, like restarting, reseating the RAM. I want to make note that the only thing we touch internally in the PC is the RAM sticks to reseat them, nothing else. And the PC was only open for reseating the RAM after having BSOD issues. Recap, at this point, I had my PC delivered November 21st and contacted Stoneforge on February 11th. This is still within/under 3 months of having the PC. Yeah, it's about 2.5 months. I gotta say too, reseating the RAM is like the literal easiest thing you could ever do in a computer. So Stoneforge better not pull out the Uno reverse and be like, oh, you opened the computer, so now we're not liable anymore, because you literally pop it out, pop it back in. It's truly not that difficult. So I don't want to be seeing that from you, Stoneforged. So email screenshots, this was the email sent on February 11th stating that there were computer issues, and then support the day after stating, hey, what's the error code? February 13th, Miri says, I don't have the error message, but I managed to get videos of other weird instances of my PC flashing, but not turning on or registering any info on my monitors. So for an entire month between February 11th to March 12th, they spoke fairly consistently until March 12th when they decided to send the RAM sticks back to Stoneforge to be tested. They sent the RAM sticks only instead of the entire PC because in speaking with friends, we thought the RAM was likely the issue. I admit that I had some lapse of response to Stoneforge during this period. I think the longest was for 1 week due to streaming or being with family. I shipped the RAM sticks March 19th due to not having a printer to print the label. Unfortunately, on March 27th, we discovered the RAM sticks were not the issue despite all of my errors pointing to a RAM issue. So I ended up paying an additional $90.66 to ship the RAM sticks back to me since it was found to not be the issue. So more back and forth delays, all of the timelines are exactly matching up. All of the summaries that Miri is giving is exactly what happens in all of these emails. And again, Miri is being extremely respectful through all of these communications as well. They're being so patient, man. I would be so pissed if my computer was faulting like this. So April 9th, Miri says, I completely wiped my PC. I had so many BSODs that I couldn't even stream properly. However, even after wiping, I still had BSODs that made it impossible to start the PC up. I was continually stuck in recovery. I know exactly how this feels because my laptop actually had this issue. When I was in college, I had a gaming laptop and it was always like that. It was literally a death loop of blue screens into never restarting, into you restart into the BIOS startup, and you can't actually start your computer into the start screen. And I literally had that, and it's the most frustrating thing ever. And I literally remember because I went to the tech support people on campus, I'm not even joking, like 15 times. And every time we would fix it, a new blue screen issue would come up. Like it would literally be a new one with a new error code. And I'm like, how the fuck does this happen? Apparently it was a CPU issue or something. I don't even know. Like the laptop was literally cooked. I couldn't do anything with it. I'm so sorry because I literally had the exact same thing happen, but with a much cheaper computer. It was a gaming laptop for like $1,000. It was not a $4,000 computer that should not be having these issues. Miri says, I tried to save everything onto a drive or Dropbox, but this still meant that I lost all of my streamer and VTuber related applications and assets. all the folders and set up for recovery programs. I used brushes for Clip Studio, adjusted settings for my mic OBS, saved presets for clip editing, parameters even for my model. I lost everything or had to temporarily store away and tediously restore everything. Oh my God. Wait, that must suck. No words could explain how bad that is, like how frustrating that's gonna be. Because as a streamer, you have so many assets on your computer, but as a VTuber, astronomically more assets than most streamers would use, like face cam streamers, that is. To have lost all of that because your computer fried itself and to have the company just not be helpful. Bleh. Even more emailing back and forth. This is now in April, more back and forth. Miri is again being extremely proactive here. April 17th, I shipped out my PC. I remember this because I got into an accident the same day. I'm okay. Dude, there's always a saying. I always say, when it rains, it pours. And I swear to God, whomever has Miri's voodoo doll, please let it go. Like, I am so sorry this is happening to them. This sucks. So March 1st, they say immediate issues were found on my PC. I was excited to have answers, but was told that the GPU had physical damage and the warranty doesn't cover physical damage. Wait, huh? They literally told me there's nothing else we can do. My best guess is like, okay, again, right? The PC was working when Miri got it for a little bit at least. So I'm guessing the GPU probably didn't have damage. I'm guessing Miri probably wasn't using their PC for boxing practice. So maybe somehow through shipping it back to Stoneforged, maybe UPS again drop kicked their PC into the shipping box or whatever and sent it back and maybe caused extra damage, and then maybe Stoneforge is writing it off as that was the problem, haha, not us, because it's physical damage. You know, this is my like tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, but again, I mean, but I would be hard pressed to believe if there was physical damage to the GPU that the computer would work in the first place. Which again, it did work for like a month, right? So Miri says, I was upset and disappointed, and after consulting with several friends, they told me that they felt my issue was being mishandled. They encouraged me to speak up a bit about my frustrations, so I told them on May 3rd that I felt it was unfair to be placed with a burden. I'm frustrated for many reasons to include: 1, my mental health, largely feeling isolated because I could not connect as efficiently with others without a PC. I couldn't stream and I couldn't pursue a lot of personal passions or potential sources of income that were based online. I'm rooting for my friend's success, I really am, but it can be demoralizing seeing people constantly improve and achieve and I can't do anything, which has also been mentally difficult. The FOMO has been very real. I doubted being a content creator because I haven't been able to create anything the last few months, even though I love creating and streaming. 2, my financials. I do art commissions and was working towards YouTube partner. With my growth at the time, many of my friends thought I would hit partner fairly soon. This is not to mention that I'm out of 4K for a PC that did not work that I don't even physically have. 3, upcoming debut and plans. I have missed out on a debut for a stormy weather form model, surprise reveal here, guess LOL, and I had several streams planned. I did try to dispute with my bank at this point, but was told it was past 3 months, so it would be too difficult to fight a dispute. Their best advice to me was that I should get the PC back as soon as possible, so they couldn't purposely withhold it from me by threatening a dispute. After the May 6th message from Stoneforge, I was frustrated and worked up another response May 31st. I did not receive a response until June 14th. So these are the communications with support. Support says we checked their PC and there's immediate issues. The CPU and memory controller seem to be having problems, are being warranted. The riser cable for the GPU has been damaged. There's also no bootable operating system in your primary drive, although it's still partitioned for the... Correct me in the comments, guys, any PC people that can understand this better and translate this into like idiot terms, right? How is there no bootable operating system in their primary drive if their computer worked for a month? Finally, we discovered there's physical damage to the GPU. Please see attached images. Our warranty doesn't cover physical damages to our products. We've repaired the riser cable, and once we have repaired the warranty on the CPU and reinstalled Windows, we can ship the computer back. Unfortunately, due to the physical damage to the GPU, there's nothing else we can do. Does it mean there's nothing else we can do to the GPU? Or for like a refund? Or... Miri is stating their frustrations due to buying a custom PC that is still not working properly, and support on May 6 says, we're sorry you feel this way, but however, the physical damages to the PC or its parts are not covered under a warranty or repair. They're trying to blame Miri by stating, oh, please pack the computer as securely as possible. As we found defects in the CPU, we sent it off for warranty. We also went beyond our regular procedures and replaced the damaged riser cable as well. Again, I just think it's weird that they have like a no refund policy type thing. So support clarified and said there's nothing they can do about the GPU. So again, more communications, and Miri sent out this massive email May 31st talking about how frustrating it is, how they've paid like financially sunk 4K into this, and they bumped it June 10th and they bumped it again June 12th. And then June 12th, they had a second follow-up being like, hey, I haven't received communication. Now we're on June 14th, where Miri says in their response, they mentioned being in communication with the courier? Sorry, I blame English not being my first language. to work out a claim for the damage on the PC during shipment. I was told that the courier was taking their sweet time. I don't have an ETA of how long this process should take, so I'm continually kept in limbo. At this point, I just want a refund. The money I poured into this issue has lasted practically half a year, and it could have been poured into a PC that does work properly for far cheaper if I built it myself. The only thing I learned from this process is to not buy a pre-built, which is a sentiment shared by most of my friends. This is pretty much the most recent timeline, as the most recent communication from Stoneforge is below at 7 p.m. July 23rd, 2024, which is after I posted on several of their social media platforms, being YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. We have an email from Miri, June 24th, stating, hey, I apologize for not being prompt. They did mention that before in this doc. Support on July 9th says the issues have been re-reviewed and now brought to the carrier's upper management. On the July 17th, Miri follows up again for another update. And then on the 23rd, which is the bottom screenshot, I believe, right? They say follow up again. Support replied, stating, we've recently sent requested shipment information to the carrier and requested another timeline for the resolution. As of now, there's no ETA. That was after Miri made the tweet on their Twitter page. Stoneforge's reply was on the 24th. And they say on July 26th, they received import fees again. So they lost an additional $89.07. Wow. And a screenshot for proof of the exact amounts. Miri says, what adds salt to the wound is seeing Stoneforge so willing to help other content creators. It is not the fault of any of those other content creators, and I am happy to see them given assistance, but I can't help but feel disappointed with how difficult it is to get my own assistance for a product I paid while somebody else is given help for free. This was a screenshot of a tweet from a creator that is redacted with Stoneforge stating, care package for creator. Another post that was made by a creator that's redacted stating, I would love to offer the chance for VTubers who never did a meet and greet before to have their first. Blank will be hosting a meet and greet at redacted and proceeds will go to a local animal shelter. Stoneforge says need hardware and shows a photo of a ton of PCs. Wow. Yeah. I mean, this is definitely the sentiment, right? Because a lot of times with social media marketing, especially when influencers are used, and I know this because I am an influencer that has been sponsored by companies, and I have been on the other end where I have worked for esports org. So it's not technically the same thing, but it's kind of like a little bit adjacent to working with creators, in this case, working with players, and using them for marketing is an effective strategy. But the downside though is when you're a company who maybe potentially uses creators for marketing and gives them the high-end treatment, but then you don't treat your actual paying customers the same, it can leave a sour taste in the mouth of customers. So Miri says, just to reiterate one last time, the total amount I've lost minus the $50 that was refunded to me was $4,258.36. And this is not including my wasted and delayed projects, potential art commissions, time to reinstall, re-download everything, and reset parameters and settings, and potential income from streaming. This is not including the damage to my mental health and the feeling of isolation over these past months. I've been operating off my phone for the majority of these months. Because again, these are lost financials, you know? Because even though there is a monetary loss here of $4,200, you know, it's the lost opportunity cost, that's the term, where because of not having a PC, which is pivotal in being a content creator, Miri has lost out on a lot of opportunities, finances, everything that they've listed essentially because their PC is broken and Stoneforge is not helping to fix it. Why I didn't say anything sooner. A lot of VTubers support Stoneforge, including some that are friends and / or that I look up to. I don't want to hurt their opportunities, but I also fear this closes the door for people I would potentially want to collab with in the future. Their experiences seem largely much more positive than mine. If I speak out against a company, I fear this also hurts potential partnerships for brands or companies in the future for me as well. 3, I worked in retail and sales and had negative experience of people complaining. I didn't want to be that person, so I tried to remain largely amicable when I could, but I get impatient and frustrated too, especially with how long this process has taken. I was gonna say, by looking at all of this, Miri seems so respectful by reading all of the emails. I can get their frustrations sometimes, you know, but it makes sense. Anybody would be frustrated in this scenario, but they were still very respectful while also having like an underlying tone of frustration and urgency, being like, hey, where's my computer? Because in many cases, you need to have that. And it's not a rude thing, but it's like, if you say, oh, you can fix it whenever, then their companies might be like, oh, sure. That means I never have to respond to this person again. Not saying all companies are like that, but if you give an inch, people will take a mile. And especially when it comes to getting $4,000 back, yeah, I would not be very nice about that. Things I found out after. I did not look at reviews before purchasing a PC. I saw some really cool cases, saw that other VTubers supported their products and decided to purchase. However, now that I've looked at some, I noticed others had similar experiences, notably on Trustpilot, which shows this is not an isolated incident. And on Trustpilot, they have 4 reviews and the reviews average to be a 2.6. I have to say also, reviews on review sites can be skewed because people only leave reviews for 2 reasons most of the time. They leave reviews if they had an extremely positive experience or if they had an extremely negative experience, both of which extremes will make you want to talk about it. If you have a average experience, a mid experience, you typically wouldn't go on a review site to post about it. So I do want to highlight that review sites can be skewed, but it is not an uncommon experience for people to be having fucked up PCs from Stoneforge. And if you are a company that specializes in making custom and pre-built PCs and custom cases, you should not be running into this issue. There shouldn't be this many people complaining about computer issues. So again, more screenshots. Again, these were all added into the tweet as well of people complaining in their reviews. And that is the end of the doc. So 17 hours ago, and this is recorded August 1st at midnight, so this is probably July 31st for US peeps, Miri said, "I'm sorry, this will probably be my last update, and I'm sorry to end it on this note. Nothing will be done for my situation. Nobody will help me, and I'm disappointed. Thank you everybody for the advice and sharing information for other first-time buyers." Stoneforge had actually replied to Miri's tweets about stating, "I'm sorry, this will be my last update," which was 17 hours ago, now 18 hours because I just saw this. Their reply said, "You sent your physically damaged PC with a cracked GPU without the original packaging and without any internal protection. We're sorry for going beyond our warranty and out of our way to see if the carrier insurance can help remedy this issue. We should have followed our warranty and shipped the PC back at your expense for sending us a physically damaged product." I want to put my fist in my mouth right now because what in the sass is this coming from a tech company to somebody who's out 4K? Like, you guys have 4K in your pocket, bro. I don't know. They sent a photo of, oh, are these like the broken cables? Okay, look, man, bro, I don't know computer shit. This is the cracked GPU, guys. This whole time, I thought there was like a legitimate crack in the GPU, like a whole on, like snapped in half type beats. I don't know, right? This is a surface level scratch, okay? Maybe I'm dumb and maybe I don't know computer stuff. I don't think this would impact computer performance. I'm just saying, right? That's just on the paint. I don't think that would cause an issue. Maybe it does, right? Maybe the GPU wouldn't work with a scratch like this, but Stoneforge, what is with the passive aggressiveness in here? This is not what we want to see out of a company where a creator is just looking for help. They spent months trying to get help from you guys, got no help after months and months and months of communication. So they finally took it to social media because, like I said, using social media to incite change positively can be a good thing. And in this case, it got Stoneforge talking again. They're out here being like, "We're sorry for going above our warranty and out of our way to see if the carrier insurance can help remedy this issue." I mean, you guys had to, no? Because apparently you guys had to be the one to submit the claim. Shouldn't you want your customer to save some money? I don't know. If it was, either it's your fault and your computer is broken, or it's the courier's fault, but then you should go and try to help resolve that problem, right? There's like $500 on the line, essentially $450. We should have followed our warranty and shipped the PC back at your expense for sending us a physically damaged product. What? Who wrote this, bro? And other people agree. We have Pawful Cake stating, "Wow, this is not the own you think this is, Stoneforge. LMAO, clown emoji." Street Smart GG says, "Yikes. So Stoneforge is like Starforge PCs, but from Temu. Even if you have some disagreement with the customer, this is wildly inappropriate post for a business." And he says, "I must be missing something because I see no damage in those shots that would indicate an effect on functionality. You say cracked GPU, then show the tiniest surface level scratch on an unimportant corner of the PCB. Should it have been shipped without internal protection? No. But one, I'd be interested to see what official instructions there are for returns and if that is explicitly stated. And two, considering it's shipped without protection, that looks pretty damn good. At that point, just take the L and do whatever it's needed to be done for this one instance. Surely whatever cost it would take on your end would be far lower than the lost potential sales, seeing how a company responds to a situation with a real customer." Yeah, Andy, you ate exactly what that says. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Like, again, like I said earlier, typically people who buy custom built PCs or pre-built PCs are people who either are, one, like me, and lazy and just don't want to do it themselves because it's easier just to pay somebody else to do it, or two, they actually don't know how to. And so therefore they don't have any computer background tech knowledge that would indicate, hey man, maybe I should pack the inside of the computer. Maybe they didn't know that. So was there like a guide, a video tutorial, like, hey, if you're gonna return your PC to me, here's packing instructions and then video step-by-step how to. Step 1, put whatever you need to put inside, okay, to pack it up. Step 2, wrap the outside. I don't know because I've never shipped a PC. I've only driven my PC around. Know your customer base. They're not all going to be tech pros. If they were tech pros, they would build it themselves, right? Basically, everybody else in the comment section agrees that this is weird behavior, and it is weird to hear the company type in such a passive aggressive manner to them. I like to hope that everybody can be better, including companies, and I hope Stoneforge can be better, and they can start being better by remedying this issue and either refunding, keep the PC, bro. If you think all the parts are working fine, just keep the custom PC, refund Miri all of their money, and we can move on and Miri can get a new computer, or give them a brand new PC and keep the old PC. If you think all the parts are good, then that should be fine, right? Then there should be no issue in you just issuing a refund. Oh wait, unless you have a fucked up TOS. Then Miri 1 hour ago follows up with, I'm so sorry for being quiet this morning. I'm overwhelmed, so it might take me a bit to address or say something. I really didn't think this would go anywhere, so I felt very defeated last night. Thank you for being patient with me and for the generosity people have shared. Thanks to you all, those who have donated, offered tips, waiting for my commissions, and for sharing my story and your own experiences, and so much more. I understand I'm not without my own faults, and I'm glad there's understanding, which was most important to me. Please don't feel the need to donate, especially if it's out of your means. I've hit my goal for a new GPU. Once again, thank you so much. I might ask more dumb tech questions as I try to put things together. Please do not go out of your way to harass, threaten, dox anybody at that PC company or who works with them. I never had to be in a situation where I've had to say that or be worried it could happen. I'm happier that this brought to light safer PC buying and tech tips. My final thoughts after looking at all of this, okay? One, obviously, don't go harass and dox people. Look, at the end of the day, Stoneforge PCs is a company. There are people at the company that dropped the ball in Miri's case. Stoneforge definitely had a fault in it. There was also the custom issue that probably had a fault in the delay of the PC shipment. A lot of things happened. Maybe Miri did something to the PC that we didn't know about. I have a hard time believing that, but maybe, right? But at the end of the day, we have here a VTuber creator who is out of a PC and $4,000 and they're unable to do their work. And it's not as easy as just, oh, buy another PC. Yeah, well, all of your PC money went into this broken PC that you can't use. There is a whole fear of like speaking out against companies and potentially, oh, maybe companies wouldn't want to work with you anymore. But I'm just saying, like, if you're a company that treats your customers like this, I wouldn't want to work with you anyways, you know? So I don't care. In scenarios like this, and I'm sorry this is sounding really rambly because I'm tired, so now I'm like word vomiting, right? Social mobility, or like mobility of us people on a platform to then incite change, can be a positive thing, right? In cases where it's like, hey, this company is not responding, but the moment Miri made it tweets on July 23rd, all of a sudden they were getting responses, right? So it really sucks that sometimes it does come down to that. Don't go harass and dox people, not cool. But hopefully, because there is public traction from Miri's tweets that it did get 2K likes, that maybe could be a resolution to this. I really hope they could get everything resolved and get their computer working again, because it sounded like they had so many cool things cooking in behind the scenes and everything went to crap because their computer wasn't working for reasons beyond their control. So having a broken and not working PC is the most frustrating thing ever. And I'm really sympathetic because my computer back in college was like that. It was so frustrating. Like I couldn't even do my college work because it wasn't working properly. I was taking 3D modeling classes, except it would crash every 2 minutes running Fusion 360 because it crapped my computer too bad. I hope this can get resolved. Okay, go check Miri out. They seem really cool. I was talking with them in DMs about the situation. So